ready for Freddy? Now that's a fucking bomb hit.
You are listening to Into the Indo podcast with Freddy Correa.
Hello, it's Freddy Correa, and we are back. Thank you for joining us once again. Today we have a very fun episode. It's a Swapcast with my wife, Lissy Correa, and it's called Norman Macdonald Story. The Norman Macdonald Story. The reason we call it that is because we were talking about the Norman Macdonald story, how we were at the same theater watching The Joker like a year and a half ago, and we got to meet him afterwards. It was pretty cool. He was sitting right next to us. So for some reason we started referencing him as Norman Macdonald. So that's what we're talking about. If you're wondering who's Norman Macdonald, yeah. This is a fun one, guys. These are the best ones, and I love having Lizzie on because the downloads are great. I'm just kidding. It's always fun having my wife on. We have a good time. If you're a listener from back in the day, she was down from the beginning. She's the one that said, hey, I was trying to come up with a name for the podcast back in 2013, and she's like, you're always telling people thanks for the invite, like in a sarcastic way. Why don't you just, that's one of your sayings, just go with thanks for the invite. And that's how we came up with it. It was either that or you wish bro. I always tell people that. Not as much anymore, but people would say something like, yeah, I just got back to the store, bought some groceries. You wish, bro. That was one of my sayings. I'm so glad that this podcast is not called You Wish, Bro. In your dreams. Or here's another one. I would say something like, me and my friend Tony we would make a statement about something we wanted to do, but we start off with, no offense, but I kind of want to watch this movie that just came out. It's like, why would that be an offense? We just throw people off with that. Like, no offense, but I'm kind of getting a little hungry right now. No offense, but I really love you. Just start off. That would have been a good name for a podcast. No offense podcast. Not really. Thanks for the invite. There we go. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm so glad my wife advised me on that one. So, on this Swapcast, you'll be able to hear it. Also, you should definitely tune in on hers so you can hear her introduction. She has a different intro, of course, on Antisocial Butterfly. This is a Swapcast with the Antisocial Butterfly podcast with Lissy Correa. So, excited to put this up for you. And all the feedback you guys gave us from the last one with Lisa, thank you so much. I appreciate all the feedback. You guys are awesome. All the inbox or screenshots you've done and sending me an inbox saying thank you for the episode. It was great. Everything you're doing, taking screenshots and sharing it with your friends, I appreciate you all. If you wanted to leave a voicemail, you could always do it at the bottom of the description of this podcast. You can click on it. If this is your 5th time, because I've been begging you to leave a voicemail, don't be ashamed. I should be ashamed for begging you. Just go for it. Just do it. Leave me a voicemail. Whatever's on your mind, just play it. If you have a business you want to promote, do it. I want to help you as well, and I want to give you a shout out with your voice. And like I said, it could give us something to riff about. I already got a few voicemails, but I want to pump them out one at a time. So thank you if you've left a voicemail. Thank you in advance if you're going to leave a voicemail. Don't even think about it. Just do it. A lot of people are shy. But if you don't, it's okay. Keep sending me messages and all that. I appreciate it. It's all love. Thank you, my friends. Oh, good news. Ari Shaffir inspired me to do this, by the way. My podcast is a ripoff of Ari Shaffir, just so you know. I like doing intros. Sometimes I do a little clip of the conversation in the beginning. But I hate editing, so I try not to do too much editing. Anyway, So Ari I've been noticing he's been re-uploading old episodes now that he's on YouTube. Now that I started getting on YouTube, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to upload them on YouTube. It'll just be the audio with a background format. You know, if that's the way you listen to podcasts, that might be the best way for you to access old episodes instead of going to Libsyn. I want to get rid of Libsyn because I'm paying them about $5-7 a month just to keep my archives. I stopped paying them like a month ago, and it scared the hell out of me because they said if you don't subscribe again, you're gonna lose all your archives. I'm like, oh no, that's a bunch of podcasts from 2013. So I want to go. I don't want to download all of them, but maybe I will just to have a collection. But I definitely want to re-upload the best, or the ones that I feel like you gotta listen to. It doesn't have to be a big guest. It might just be a really fun podcast that we did, and like one of my favorites, the hits. I'm gonna bring you the hits, and I'm gonna record new intros on those as well, so you got some new content and maybe a little look back of where I was back in whatever year it came out. So look forward to that. I'm gonna be uploading that right there. I just picked up some crap, there we go. I just picked up some shirts from my buddy Chris Clark. He was just on the episode not too long ago. So thank you to Chris Clark. Sea Snacks on YouTube. Check him out. He does really cool food reviews around town, or around wherever he is. If he's on the road, he'll do a quick video review on a certain type of food, or even snacks, you know, candies, obviously, Sea Snacks. So look him up. It's the letter C and then the word snacks. Just type that in on YouTube. You'll find him. He opens for the Hodge twins when the world comes back. He's traveled all over the world with them. So he hooked me up with some shirts, some merch, because he knows I'm a big fan of the Hodge twins. And this is the second time he hooks me up, so thank you so much. Big shout out to the homie, Chris Clark. Very funny too. I saw him perform a couple weeks ago, and last weekend as well, but I've seen him perform a few times already. So he's very funny, man. He hasn't seen me perform, which is interesting, because we were texting the other day. He's like, hey, you want to do a spot at my new show? He's doing a new show at this club called Extreme Comedy Club off of East Sunset in Vegas. And it's a Friday night show. It's called Black Tino, which is a great name for a show. The Black Tino Comedy Show. And my buddy Gabe Nolasco is one of the producers on that. Davian Velez and Chris Clark. So I'm going to be able to do a guest spot on their show. Shout out to my homie Gabe Nolasco, Nolo Radio. So he said, you know what, Freddy, I've never seen you perform. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, huh? You did my podcast. Every time we see each other, we hang out, but you've never seen me perform. I just hope I don't suck the first time he sees me. Because, like, that's the worst, man. That's the worst. Like, it's the biggest letdown. Like, when you run into some friends, like what happened to me at Skankfest. I had not seen these friends in over 10 years, and then they see me perform, and I just bombed. Oh, I just hope I don't suck. Everybody has bad nights, but, you know, some people could be forgiving, but at least Gabe knows I do okay some nights. Gabe Nolasco, so he'll understand. Check out his podcast, Nolo Radio, Gabe Nolasco. I was on the episode Drinking on the Job, and you could hear some of my stand-up of a night. That was from a night that I didn't suck. But, you know, I'm very self-conscious, man. Very self-conscious. I'm always, like, worried about my act. And, oh, shit. I shouldn't be talking about this. Now I'm going to jinx myself. I told him, I sent him a text. I'm like, hey, that's crazy. You never see me perform. What if I go on stage and I'm just like a total hack? You know, like, you're like, oh yeah, Freddy's cool. I did his podcast, and I had him on my YouTube channel, and then it turns out I'm just like a hack. And he started laughing. He's like, what if you're like a Voltron of just everybody's jokes? That'd be so funny. I just do everybody's bits. It's just a remix of everybody's stand-up bits. I'll be funny. I should just do that on purpose, huh? Nah, you never want to be a hack. I say it as a joke, but to do that, but no, you don't want to be the hack. You never want to be labeled as a hack. Being a hack in comedy, guys, for you, those of you who are not too, you don't really know too much about comedy. In stand-up comedy, if you're a hack, if you're somebody that rips off material, you're like it's like being labeled a child molester. You never want to be labeled that. By the community. If it's just a few people or one like where there's smoke, there's fire. That's the thing. That's why you always gotta be careful. And I'm always careful too. With Felipe Esparza told me this when he did the podcast a long time ago. Name drop. That's gonna be one of the episodes I re-upload. He said young comics, they should not be uploading their material when they're young comics. Just hold off. Wait. Too many people uploading their here's why. An old comic that's a hack, he might hear it and he might remix your joke. Like a Mencia. He'll redo your joke, remix it, and now you're fucked because the little bit of material you had, now you just gave it away pretty much because you wanted to show off. And I've been there. I've been there, guys. I've been there where I want to showcase. I want to show everybody my talents, right? But now I learned that you gotta make your shit private, man. Don't have if you have a good set that you want to send to like a booker, have it unlisted, but don't just have it online just so anybody could see it. Unless it's a joke you don't do anymore, then I guess it doesn't matter. But here's what's crazy about the world of comedy. Everybody, just in the world in general, there's nothing new under the sun. So you might be doing a joke, next thing you know, oh shit, someone did that back in the 70s, in the 80s. Just watch Richard Pryor. Watch Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Red Fox. Start listening to some old school comedy and then realize how many new comics are doing their material. Or a version of it. Alright, so let's start this show. You guys been great. Again, thank you for all the support, all the feedback. Seriously, you're the reason I do this shit. So here you go. Enjoy this episode, this bonus episode of Thanks for the Invite podcast, the Norman Macdonald story, a Swapcast with Lissy Correa's Antisocial Butterfly. Are you ready? Testing, 1, 2, 3. And we are back on another episode of Thanks for the Invite podcast. And are we doing a Swapcast? Is this going to be also Antisocial Butterfly?
We are doing a Swapcast.
This is a Swapcast with Lissy Correa and Freddy Correa. You say Lissy Correa and I say Freddy Correa.
Everyone's probably confused. They don't know how to say our last names. Not that they are losing sleep of how to say our last name, but we say our last names differently.
Well, everybody would mess up my name when I was growing up, and then somebody said Korea, and I liked it because I'm like, oh, it's like the country, and that's why I went with Korea. Plus, I love Chinese people. So, right now, Lizzie and I were talking. We wanted to record podcast today, and we were talking, and I'm like, that feeling? I don't know whether you're a podcaster or not, and you're like, man, why aren't we not recording this conversation? And we're at 7-Eleven right now getting some snacks because we're on the way to go watch a movie. Spontaneous. Date night. We're going to go furniture shopping. Furniture shopping first. But then all the stores are already closed, so we just said, spontaneous, let's go eat, have dinner, and watch a movie. Date night. Boom. So anyway.
Screw having good furniture.
Screw furniture. Our friends do not deserve to sit on furniture. They should sit on the ground. So we were at 7-Eleven. Lizzie brought up, I want to talk about this on the podcast. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're supposed to record. And we almost blew it off. But right now, I was like, you know what? This conversation should be recorded.
It was too caliente for you.
it wasn't even like super. I'm hyping it up too much, but
It is.
it was just a good conversation. And you guys know that feeling where you say something and you're like, man, why are we not recording this?
Yeah.
Fuck. Like sometimes I have those conversations with comics at the club, and I'm like, hey, do you want to? Like I feel awkward to ask them, do you want to record this? You know, Gabe Nolasco's a good person for that. He'll be down. He's like on the spot.
And here I am. I'm down. So
You're
I
down.
Gabe.
You're down.
Better than Gabe. I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, of course.
Better than,
Ian and Sammy one time we did a really good episode too, because I think Ian was the one that he's like, bro, why are we not recording this? So we did it, you know.
And I only do this for you, spontaneous.
Oh
vibes. Well. You know, if
Whoa.
anybody else would have said, Lizzie, let's do a spontaneous, I would have, said, back it up.
Let's put it on the calendar first. Let's try to book him. Speaking of that, we gotta do a podcast with Alisa.
Yes.
We gotta do that
sure.
soon.
We have to. I am turning. Well, me and Alisa are almost turning a year, both doing podcasting, because the month of April is when we both started.
You both started at the same time?
Not at the same time.
Same month?
The month for sure. I think we're 2 weeks apart. It's fairly close. That I know. I don't know how close it is.
How many episodes are you in?
I'm 35 right now.
Nice. I wonder how many she has.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got to do an episode. We should do it's like a Swapcast, but we could all upload it on our podcast.
There you go.
And then cross promote our listeners.
There you go.
And
That's the way to
then
do
your
it.
friends could be my friends. Shoot, we could do this every weekend. Remember P Diddy? Puff,
Yeah.
that's when he was Puff Daddy.
We can be friends. Friends.
So here's what we were talking about. We're talking about Lizzie. Tell the story about you being in an orientation or something like that.
Orientation.
What you were saying at Wells Fargo.
Oh, yes. I wanted to share a memory that came to mind today. And it was a funny one to me now, not in the moment. And it was when I was applying to work at Wells Fargo to be a teller. And I'm in a room with about 15 people. And they have us broken up into tables. And there's now a point where we come to an exercise where we're grouped into two and we are given a scenario out in front of everybody. And they were going to give us feedback at the end. And I said no to that exercise. And I went to the front and asked one of the persons leading I don't even know, it's not an orientation because you're not even hired yet. It was an interview, a group interview is what it was. It
was a group interview?
Group interview, yeah, it was a group interview. And I said, where's the restroom? She pointed, she said, here. And I said, bye-bye. I went to the car and I left. And I was telling Freddy, it's so funny because it was not right in the beginning that this happened. And there was a good 30 minutes. I had a conversation with the people in my group and my table. And they were probably wondering what happened to her.
She just got abducted.
Yeah. And I was like, I wonder what would have happened if it would have stayed. Maybe I wouldn't have got the job still. Maybe I would have gotten an offer and would have.
It was to be a teller?
Yeah, not.
Like up front?
Up front. Like.
Yeah, the ones that like. Go in there to the
yeah.
transactions, all that stuff. Okay.
Because my brother does that now. Like he's funny.
And then now he's a banker, so he does loans or
and
opens accounts.
And I've never asked him if he had the same experience as me, but I was thinking about this memory because in this leaders like training development, whatever you want to call it, that I'm in, people were giving us feedback of how we've grown and blah blah blah. And I shared like a memory of how so hardcore shy and introverted I am that I did that.
Oh, you talked about it? That you got up
no,
and...
No, we shared memories, and that memory popped in my mind. I shared a different one, but you know how things come to your mind after the fact? that's what happened. I'm like, oh, that's another example. And another example popped in my head.
Should I park here and walk around and try to find a place? We're at Town Square in Las Vegas, our old stomping grounds. This is where we used to come and watch movies.
Oh, we're in front of the Mac store. It's closed, but this is a perfect... No, not it's just a perfect parking.
What else were you saying?
So, yeah, no, I was just thinking of all these memories of examples where I've been introverted or where I've been shy, and that just made me laugh because I had no regard for...
you did it because you were shy? That's why?
Oh, 100%. Well, I did not want to act out in front of people that I had just met, and that I cringed. I'm like, no, like that's embarrassing.
You're like,
for me.
Thanks for the invite, but I'm an antisocial butterfly. So
yeah, immediately when they said we were gonna do that, I said no, and there was no way I was even talking myself or convincing myself to stay. It was more like, how am I gonna get myself out of here?
Yeah. So what turned you off? Was it that you had to interact with people and...
It was that I was gonna... No, it wasn't, not even in front of my table. It was in front of the whole group, in front of the hiring managers, which was probably 3 or 4 because they were facilitating it. And then there was probably 5 tables. In each table, you had 4 or 5 people in each table. I
kind of vaguely remember this now. Because we're married already, right?
We were married, yeah.
And was this on Kitski?
Yeah.
By McCarran? I think I went to pick you up.
No? I don't remember.
South Reno.
It was South Reno, yeah, by where I used to work in NV Energy, like that area. That Wells Fargo was where I had that group interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was the fact that I had to... You already are nervous trying to show that you're the best on a one-on-one interview or on a panel interview.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have to show your best in front of random strangers you're competing against. I'm like, this is not a modeling gig or I'm acting gig. I don't want to compete here in that level. It was just too much for me at that moment. Yeah. That I just said no. I took myself out of that equation.
Hold the mic right here in the middle.
I didn't regret it.
Hold it right here in the middle.
And I immediately... Oh, in the middle?
Like right here.
Oh. I immediately didn't... I thought you meant like in the middle, like right here.
No. In between our mouths.
Oh, whoa.
I'm going to empty this.
Bag.
Is this your bottle right here?
I just brought that from the house.
Oh, shit. It's brand new.
Oh.
I want to put a beer in it.
Oh, right there. Oh.
No, I peed in that cup. Whoa. We'll edit that.
TMI.
I was going to throw that out. I had to pee yesterday after the show. And it was like one of those, like, I might piss my pants. So I had to piss in it. By the way, I piss in front of Lizzie while we're, like, if I'm driving or if she's driving. But I'm afraid of going number 2 with the door open. It's weird.
Yeah.
So when you left, you didn't say nothing? No one called you back? Nothing?
You can take it out if you want. No.
Oh, it's your chaser, baby. We're good.
No, I have a drink here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just very... I wonder at times, what if I would have stayed? Because of the nerves, would I've performed my best? Or not my best, but performed what I thought was my best? So is it, better that I just took myself out knowing just how nervous I was, and I'm like, and unexpected this, exercise or interaction was, I'm like, no.
I think, who knows? You probably would have ended up working there for many years, and that would have been the route you would have taken of working in the bank industry, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting, but more is interesting that
because everybody in the bank, I would assume everybody starts off as a teller. That's like the beginning.
Yeah, that's like a cashier at retail or the host
with a degree, and you get a higher position, but eventually you kind of work your way up. It's kind of like in the restaurant business. You don't just become a manager at a restaurant. You work your way up. You have experience as a host, hostess, server, busboy. I guess that's just the way it goes, unless, again, if you come out with a degree, you kind of skip the skip the what do you call it? The positions, the stepping stones. It's hard. And you know, that's another thing though. When people come out of school with a degree, then they don't get hired though, because like if they graduate with, let's say, a business degree, they don't get hired because they have no experience in business. So it's like, oh, we would hire you, but we need experience. So it's kind of like, I feel bad for college people.
It sucks because they're not set up for success, because now they have all this debt as well, and now they can't get the paying job that they thought they would be making, and so they're now making less money and having this debt. And that's the whole, now we're going into this whole education and money thing that we've talked about before too.
You know what's, sorry to interrupt. You know what's worse than getting rejected for not being qualified? When they say you're overqualified. You ever been rejected for that?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Like, I think that's a.
It's like your penis
lie.
is too big for my vagina. That kind of like, what? Like, really?
No, that's just more. I want to hire somebody else that I've known and I want to work with.
or maybe they might think like this person might be too fucking expecting too much.
Or too demanding, or
demanding, yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe I can see that.
Yeah, this guy's gonna be a real cunt.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I stopped working at the cable company in Reno, and then I applied for was it Olive Garden? Yeah. I wanted to go back to food serving, and they told me that. They're like, because I came in with all this fucking technician. That's one thing I learned later on, and you taught me this, is you write up the resume. You have different versions of resume. Yeah,
you have to apply for the job you're applying for.
Yeah.
I mean, the resume has to be suited for the job you're applying for.
I put on all this technical shit, like I know DOCSIS 3.0 and all this stuff, and they were just like, yeah, you have food server experience, but you're overqualified. I'm like, overqualified? I could fix your computers, bitch. You know, like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was. But your experience of walking out on that reminded me of your tia got me a job at Macy's at the mall in Reno, and I went through orientation, and there was probably 20 people in orientation, and I was thinking, did they hire this many people for sales? That doesn't make sense. Why would you hire these? Like, how many positions are you offering? But
and it was just for that.
Yeah, for selling
just
shoes.
Just for shoes?
Selling shoes, yeah.
Because I applied for Macy's as well. And I don't know the timeline of when Wells Fargo was before or after, but I was in a room too, similar style, a lot of people. And then the difference was all the managers from across the whole Macy's, from every department, was in the room, and they would be asking the group questions, all the managers. And anybody who wanted to respond would answer. So it was a group interview.
For Macy's as well?
For Macy's. But I didn't run away from that because I felt by me raising my hand, answering a question, I wasn't intimidated. But me going in front of, in front of not a stage, but in front of to perform and give it out an exercise where I couldn't really, I don't know, answering a question, you felt like I practiced. That was in my realm, but practicing it as a scene, no.
I'm gonna park in the garage.
Oh, okay.
That way I don't feel uncomfortable.
Like if they hit our car.
Or if I'm drinking, yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to drink and be parked here. Because we're like, this town square, for the listeners, just Google it. It's like an outdoor mall where you could park on. It's like a little city. It's pretty cool. You park in the street, but they have garage structures. Oh, I can't think.
Because you're driving and what's this little place?
So my orientation, maybe it was an interview now to think about it, but it felt more like an orientation. Like I already had the job, I guess. They're pretty much telling us how the shit was going to go down. There was going to be a set pay. If we didn't make quota on ourselves, it's okay. But then eventually, if you would get marked down, people were asking questions like, so what if you don't make quota? And this and that. And somebody asked that, and they said, well, after 4 weeks in a row, then we let you go, or you get a warning, and then eventually you let. So all these things were scaring me.
Yeah.
And then like I said, it was like 20 people in this room. And it wasn't inside of Macy's. It was one of those closed stores at the mall that they used as a conference room. And they had tables laid out. Like, it was just an abandoned store that they didn't use anymore. And that's where they were asking us, oh, yeah, that would have been a good spot.
You get back.
I'll do the structure. Structure's cool.
They're leaving.
You never go wrong with the structure. So yeah, it was like we're all there and they're telling us what's going down. And then someone asked a question. Well, like, man, these were good questions too. Someone said, well, what if somebody returns a shoe? And they're like, well, that's gonna be deducted from your pay. Oh, is this person leaving?
I told you. I gave you the pointer.
I know. I'm just being stubborn. Like, no, we're gonna.
Oh, there's one right here too.
No, but I don't like the way this person parked. Look at them. They're assholes. They're on the line. Let's just go to the structure.
Sure.
What's the rush?
Well, we do have a movie at 9, and it's
9:30. Oh wait.
No, 9.
Oh, it's at 9?
That's why I'm like, we gotta eat.
Oh shit.
We did it at 8:30, and we moved it to 9.
When is it 30 more seconds to go into the structure?
No, it's not 30 seconds, but 30 minutes that you said was a big difference.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking. Well, it's good you reminded me because I thought it was 9:30 for some reason. I don't know. We could get Capriati's. Yeah.
Sure.
Or eat at the theater. Remember, we've done that before.
Yeah, we can
Get
do
like
that.
chicken strips and support the theater. Like, thank you for opening. You know, thank you for having this place for us to come and eat. Remember when the pandemic started,
down.
and then things started opening up, and we're like so supportive of the theater. Like, I'm not even gonna sneak in beer into the theater. I want to support them.
You didn't even want me to get senior tickets right now. You were like,
yeah. I'm so thankful. Like the theater, you know me. That's one of my favorite things to do since we've been married. That's one of my favorite, like, us going out is go watch a movie. That's one of my favorite things.
My favorite too.
Yeah, it's like some people like to go watch a Broadway show, a play. I guess that would be fun too, but it's so easy to just buy a movie ticket. You know, since I was a kid,
you a kid, as you were saying. But for us as a couple, ever since we started liking each other, dating, that was our thing to do, was go to the movies.
Do you remember when we were like first married? I used to sneak you into the theater.
Yes.
We did
from
it
the outside, like from the front entrance where you buy the main tickets.
We had code names for the doors. We had door A and door B. So I would buy one ticket, and then I would tell Lizzie, I would call her, and I would say, all right, there's less people on door A. It was like there was two wings, north and south, and then you would go to door A or door B, and then I would just open it. It was an exit door through a theater, so no one would ever see me open the door, and you would just walk in. We would walk through the theater back into. You did
it with your nephew too.
Oh yeah, we did it all the time, and then finally, I don't know what.
Your mom?
We never got caught, right? Oh yeah, we snuck in my mom. We snuck in other people, like strangers. No. I don't think we did that. I could have just charged we could have charged our own fee.
We missed out.
Yeah, but can't believe we did that as adults. Newlyweds, just sneaking in. We had the money to pay. We were just being fucking assholes.
We just wanted the thrill, I guess.
And now look at me. I don't even want to sneak in beer.
Yeah.
But today I am. So back to that story. Do you want to take a shot? Let's take a shot before we go. So.
A shot.
Someone asked.
Give me a shot.
Give me another shot.
Give me another shot.
I was talking to.
Every time when you said it that one time, it made me laugh because, again, I don't know, I'm just getting to that point where I'm reminiscing. I've been reminiscing a lot.
Let me explain to the listeners about that. Oh, go ahead, finish that. Finish what you're going to say.
No, just that. It's just been.
Our friend Tony one day was so drunk, we were looking for him. He got lost, and then we found him on the ground at a casino, and security had tackled him down. He was on his chest. And he was yelling, "Give me another shot! Give me another shot!"
You don't expect to find your friend on the floor pinned down by security. You think you're going to find them like, "Hey, I lost you. Where are you at?"
Yeah.
Like, you're going to find them in the bathroom or just at the bar. No. All of a sudden, we see Tony pinned down on the floor, like something like he's a person like they can't control.
Yeah.
You know, they have him like that, like he's gonna do something crazy.
He got too wasted.
Oh, they had like his hands tied.
It was a wild erotica ball.
Whoa.
So we're dressed up. We had our costumes, and take a shot. We had our costumes.
You too.
Oh, I will. We had our costumes, and he was dressed up like Chong from Cheech and Chong. And then it was just so funny with his wig and his mustache, just yelling, like, "Give me a little shot!" But he was serious. He was like so drunk.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, and so we're trying to figure out what's going on. And he's like yelling that, "Give me another shot!"
Mm-hmm.
And that's to you. We'll take a shot. That memory.
Cheers to Tony. Cheers to my brother, Danny Falcone. Rest in peace. We were coming down the escalator, and then we were like, "Hey, Tocayo, is that Tony?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, that's fucking Tony." Oh, good times.
No carita. Did you what I said?
What?
No carita.
No carita? What's that?
I did a cara.
Oh,
Like
with
a
your
face.
shot? Me too.
What?
Was that something you were supposed to say?
Oh, it's supposed to? No, I just heard it.
Oh, but you did a carita, so it's si carita.
No, but you're supposed to, I was supposed to say before, no carita, and if you do carita, all your friends will go, "Oh, you do carita."
Oh.
Like everyone's watching you, so you're supposed to not do one. You know, you're supposed to keep a straight face. And I totally did not. I did like the worst.
I'm keeping a straight face while I pack your purse with goodies. We got Reese's we got Reese's. We got your white chocolate.
Ooh, yummy.
We got my sour. Oh man, I hope we don't get caught.
No, look.
Oh yeah, your corn nuts.
Yummy.
Okay, let's wrap up this story again.
We told them we let them know we're taking to the theater.
Oh yeah,
and some
these
sodas
are the best.
And some beers and.
These are the best episodes. I've always liked on what do you call them, on-site podcasts where like they're not in the studio. You're just, you know, they're experiencing everything we're doing vicariously. I do that with other people when I listen to podcasts. Like I've heard Ari Shafir do some in Central Park with comics, and they just express what they're seeing. What it's like, it puts you there in the moment. You hear the ambiance, the sound, you know. Oh yeah, so at this Macy's, someone said, "Well, what if somebody returns something?" "Oh, well, it's going to come out of your check." And the moment I heard that, with all the other shit I heard, I was like, man, fuck this place.
Just everything they were saying was not sitting good.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't think this is for me. I'm going to be a busboy. Fuck this, you know? Like, I'll make some tips, do that. I think I was like 18 or something. 16. I had already been a busboy. I'm like, I could just make more money than this shit.
Yeah.
I've never liked doing sales. Fuck sales. No offense if you do sales, my friends. I just can't do it. Yeah, I just can't do it. I can't do that.
Me either. I've never liked sales, like the pressure of every day trying to meet a quota.
Or maybe it's the fear of rejection. It's called time?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the whole fear of rejection that I'm afraid of.
That too.
That's why I was never good at like. Oh, can you grab the flask? I was never good at like. I was never one of those guys that talk to girls. I was always a prude. That's a good thing for you.
A good thing for me.
Yeah, it's a good thing for you.
Well, I mean, good thing that I didn't have to hear stories or know of that of you. But maybe not after. What do you mean good after?
Did you know Freddy slipping into my DMs, that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Or just men that are not respectful of their partner when they're with someone, and I don't know, you just see how they interact with other people.
Yeah.
Or how they speak, and when their partner's not there, how they speak of their partner, that says a lot. Like
I hate that. That's
I've
one of my pet
never
peeves.
ever liked or respected anybody that has talked shit about their partner.
Even if it's not your wife or like steady girlfriend, if it's just a girl that you just met on Tinder and you talk shit to us about her, now we're gonna feel that way about her. So that's the worst thing you could do to the person you're dating, or never talk shit about them.
No, like keep it to yourself or confide on just one person.
Especially the ones that are married.
Yeah.
Those are the worst. If you're married and you're talking shit about your spouse, that's
You know,
the fucking worst. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've never liked That's always left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
The people that do that.
I'll leave a good taste in your mouth.
Ooh.
Hello.
I don't know who she is. I was trying to remember. We
Say
just
it
passed
louder.
by. We just passed someone
Like
who
a Disney
was
character.
A Disney character. I was trying to think who she was. It's just
She
not.
looks like Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
No, but she had a blue dress, but she had red hair, so I was confused. I'm like, she's a
Doesn't
little
Belle
mermaid.
have that?
Blue dress.
Are you gonna put on your mask so you can hold it?
Oh. I was
I need
like,
to pound this, bro.
oh, bro, I was gonna think.
I'm not allowed to walk around with the open beard.
Oh, well, snappity dippity.
No, put on your mask.
Okay. Pause. I'll do this later.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep talking. Do your thing.
Okay.
But I think she was coming from, like in the middle of town square where they have the kids area. She was probably doing that for the kids, taking pictures with the kids.
Oh, okay.
Probably got hired by town square mall security or whatever. Last time I was here doing a podcast with Byron Austin, we got kicked out. We weren't allowed because
That was probably Hannah. We just smiled to. Then.
What?
Hannah.
I didn't say Hannah. I said Byron.
No, I said that was probably Hannah because she did that once. Hannah, she dressed up as a Disney character.
Oh, she did? Here at Town Square?
I don't know if it was Town Square, but it was in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. So I bet you that's something. No, but last time I got kicked out, we weren't allowed to. They said we couldn't do a podcast
Oh, yeah.
because we had our microphones and all that stuff. And
yeah.
here, hold it. Let's see. This is the bottom. Yeah, hold it like that. Yeah. Yeah. So we had our microphones, and we're on a corner, and they just because they see microphones and wires, they're like, "Oh, you can't do that." Well, kick me out now, bitch. I'm recording into a phone.
What are you gonna say now?
It's going out to a lot of people. So, Town Square security, just so you know, we're not very fond of you.
Your phone is pretty badass, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The Galaxy S21.
Have you told them what phone you got?
I think I did mention it.
Oh.
It's a really nice phone. I really like it. Definitely the best phone. I guess whatever phone you have now, people are always going to say that, right? This is the best phone I've had so far. Right?
Yeah. Well, if it depends on if you're buying a new phone every year when the new model comes out. To say that.
Like, can you think of the worst phone you ever had? What's the worst phone? I mean, it becomes the worst phone when you're ready for a new phone.
That's true. Like in the moment, there's never been a phone.
Speaking of security, I better pound this. I just saw security right now.
Oh, you better. Like, never in the moment have.
That looked like Celine Dion.
That kind of looked like Tate.
It looked like Tate.
Yeah,
Tate
when I looked at him for a second, I'm like, is that Tate? Is that Tate Fletcher?
Oh, so we were saying, oh, see, security's walking over. Let's walk this way.
Yeah, we should go this way.
Walk this way. Yeah, I guess it depends because if it's your old phone and like, what was the worst phone you ever had?
I can't think of one because in the moment, I never say, oh, this is the worst phone. Like, I've enjoyed every phone I've had. It's only when I get sick of it that I'm like, oh, okay, I want a new phone.
I could think of a worst phone that I hated from the beginning.
Which one?
So remember when the iPhone 1 came out? Samsung tried to compete with it, having an exclusive phone because iPhone was exclusive just to AT&T. So Samsung came out with the Instinct directly for Sprint, and I remember we got it, and it was supposed to be.
Oh, yes.
You could control it with your
Yes.
voice.
Oh,
and it was
okay.
the shittiest phone ever.
Yeah.
I hated it from the moment I got it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I agree. I know. I can't even envision it.
Look, I hooked up their internet right here.
What, this candy store?
No, it's a
chocolate store.
No, it's one of those aroma.
Oh, because I see chocolates right here.
It's either this one or the other one. But it was a pain in the ass bringing the internet to them. Oh, look, that's the Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders store.
No, it's not the Raiders store. It's the Raiders Museum.
Oh, the museum.
Or memorabilia or whatever.
Yeah, we need to come here.
Remember we saw Ray J there?
Yeah.
Every time I think of Ray J, I just think about him banging Kim Kardashian.
I know. Well, because he's not famous for anything. I mean, he hasn't done anything big since then.
I mean, what's the song he has? If I Had One Wish?
Yeah. Is it? I didn't know that was him, but that's a song.
I think that's him. They do have a Raider store here too. They call it's called Raiders Edge. See, look at security. Look at him. He's somebody parked there, and he's already getting the license plates. He's snitching them out. I'm telling you, security here sucks balls. They're wearing yellow shirts.
Yeah, there's one over there, so you gotta be careful.
Where?
We're talking to the guy, and they're all red.
No, baby, that's just
Baby, the guy that just left, and he's now talking to a girl.
in a yellow shirt.
No, she's dressed all in white. He's clearly right in front of me.
He's not a security. He's just wearing a yellow shirt.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That you gotta be careful because they're all dressed in yellow. So I didn't know.
I feel like Men in Black. If they're wearing a suit, watch out. That's not security. They're just wearing a.
I can't tell from here. Wait, from here and here they look the same, but now I can see. Yeah, his is just a little athletic shirt.
He doesn't have patches.
Yeah.
This guy has patches.
Well, he didn't turn around so I can see his darn patches, baby.
You're right though. He is wearing shorts and it's a yellow shirt.
Yeah.
But he's not tucked in.
Black shorts, just like him.
Well, why gotta be black?
No, I said black shorts.
I know. Jesus. Oh look, they sell pizza here.
Oh yeah, nice.
I feel like I took over the Swapcast.
You did. Ooh, burgers? What is this? Oh, that's the place where to go.
Stickies or sickies.
Oh, we came from a different way. That's fine.
Yeah. All right, so we really got to. It's crunch time.
Yeah, we got it.
I need to hit up the restroom. We'll hit pause, and then.
Should we find out if there's a wait?
Yeah. Can you find out? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. What time is it?
Oh, should we? I don't know. Should we eat some?
Well, it's 8:12.
Ooh, no, we should not eat.
Last time they served us hella quick. It's 8:12. We got time. Just go find out, baby. Go find out.
At the bar.
Look, I'll go to the restroom real quick. Find out. Yeah, maybe we could do the bar. Should I keep talking during the... I go to the restroom here? Oh, no. No, it might be kind of weird. I'm going to pause this real quick. All right, I'm walking back to... just got out of the restroom, walking back to Lizzie, and we're going to see what the verdict is. If I don't see Lizzie, that means she went inside and she probably got a seat already. She knows the drill. She knows what's up. She might be sitting by the bar, or she's going to tell me there's a waiting. There's a little bit of a wait time. I don't see her. I'm looking for her. This place looks packed. Let's see if I could find her. I don't see her. I'm looking to the left. No one has stopped me. I just walked in. This place kind of reminds me of kind of like a brewery type of place. Oh, there she is. She's by the bar. Thank you. Yeah. Oh. There's a Knights game. And we made it. Hi.
Someone just left.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much. Awesome. You got a spot for us, baby. I was just telling them that you're usually really good at finding a spot. And if I didn't find you... Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks. That was fast. I thought we were going to wait.
The bar's pretty open.
Is there a wait time right now?
For here, but not for the bar.
This is perfect. You got the game right here?
Yeah.
Awesome. You want to go for a burger today, baby?
Yeah.
Nice. How's it going? Good. How you doing? Awesome. All right. This place, look at these burgers. There's a burger with an egg and bacon and an onion ring inside of it.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording. This is a podcast, babe. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause this, but Lizzie did a great job.
Thank you. I got a good spot. I'm looking through the burger. There's so many options. They have different names here. Cool names for burgers.
They got the Pit Boss. They got the Patty Melt.
The jalapeno popper burger.
They got a jalapeno peanut butter. Ooh, all right. All right, we'll be back and we'll let you know what we got. Oh man, that was amazing. That was so good. Sicky's Garage Burgers and Brews. That was good, huh? Did you like it?
Yeah, I hope this place survives the curse of this area.
Well, it opened during the pandemic, baby.
I know,
And it's popping.
And it's popping.
Oh, you need to go to the restroom?
No.
Later?
Yeah, in there.
In there? Okay. Can you hold the mic and talk?
Talk?
Talk about your experience right now. Do a podcast.
My experience of what?
Of the movie.
The movie. The food was amazing. I had a Jameson burger, well done, of course, with waffle fries. I love waffle fries, and these were layered with Parmesan cheese. Yummy. We got the food in time, and we are rushing to make it. We have 8 minutes to spare, and we are gonna try to take some shots right before the usual date night tradition. Yeah, this is awesome. Spontaneous date night. Service was great. We were so nervous if we were going to be seated and if we were going to eat in time and catch the movie, but we are in awesome time. My purse is so heavy, and but they will not notice anything. Hi.
Hello.
I was letting them know what I ate for my food, and that the waffle fries were amazing, and how my purse is so heavy right now.
Oh
Packed to
man,
the rim.
if they check your purse, it's over.
No, they're like, okay, leave.
If we get
So
caught,
you know what's going on here.
I don't even think we'll get a refund.
They will be banned.
Did you tell them how prompt the service was?
I said we were in and out, fast almost.
It was great.
We have time. Letting them know how much.
Our server was super nice and prompt. You know, we ate, I think, by the time we ordered and ate, probably under 25 minutes or so. We ordered kind of in a hurry, but we didn't eat like rushed. At least I didn't feel that way.
No.
I felt like I was taking my time, enjoying every bite.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was yummy.
My burger was a guacamole and jalapeno burger with waffle fries. It was really good.
Delicious. And I said the service was great.
Yeah, it was really good. Last time it was great too.
Yeah, it was great too.
They messed up your burger, but they were still nice about it. They took care of it, you know. And then at the end right now, do you think it was kind of weird? We're walking out and I'm like, you're amazing, bro. I wanted to say thank you for the prompt service and everything all in one word. I guess I did say it in one word, right? All right, here we go. We're getting close to the theater. So,
You say amazing.
yeah, I'm like, you're amazing, bro. He probably thought it was weird. Like, is this guy gay?
I just thought I heard you said thank you, man.
I said thank you, but then I pointed at him. I like pointed.
You're
like,
amazing.
You're amazing, bro. Like, who says that to their food server? You say that was amazing, the food was amazing, but you don't say you're amazing.
Maybe someone who appreciates good service.
But I didn't express that. All I said was you're amazing.
What, like, should you have said
Your service was
Your
amazing?
service was
All I said
amazing?
was you're amazing. This guy's probably like, oh, is this guy bisexual?
Oh,
I don't know.
that's another topic, is bisexual thing. I'm just kidding.
All right, so here we are, the return at AMC. This is actually where we got kicked out right here. We're standing over there with the microphones with Ian, Byron.
Oh, yeah, when they approached it, they were being rude.
Yeah, they just straight
They
up.
were being buzzkill. Look, the theater looks popping.
Kind of.
Well,
Not
for a
bad.
Wednesday night.
I've done so many podcasts out here. We've done movie reviews. This is cool to be back. It's the return. Are we going to tell them what movie we're going to watch? Should we?
Yeah, why not?
Nobody
cares.
Nobody cares.
No, that's the name of the movie, Nobody.
Yeah. It's with that guy from
Nobody.
Better Get Saul.
Yeah.
From
Heisenberg.
what's that? What's it called? What's that movie?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. That's right. So all right. So we're gonna watch this movie. Oh, good thing I brought my beer. Look.
Oh, and the bar is closed.
The bar's closed.
That's why we sneak in our stuff.
Oh wow, that's heartbreaking.
sad.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. I'm glad I brought my beer.
Because they're barely coming up back. That's why.
You think so?
Well, maybe I don't know when they opened again, but how can they hire a consistent bar person? And maybe
Yeah,
they
but
didn't want to.
we've been to other movie theaters with beer. Why can't?
True.
That's weird.
We should find out what's going on.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, let's go inside and watch the movie, and maybe we'll podcast afterwards. Maybe we won't, but in case we don't, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's go watch this movie and enjoy it.
Yes.
All
Catch
right.
you on the next time. On the next time.
On the next time. Oh, hell no. You got to wait in line to get your tickets. We bought them online. Oh, maybe that we could just get it scanned, huh? Get your phone out with the thing. Maybe they could do that. Maybe you could do it over there. Oh, man. But I didn't use my app. All right, see if you can scan it over there. Maybe because it's ticketless.
How do they know this A-list?
All right, we gotta go. Let's cut this. All right, so we're on our way out of the movie theater. I think we had a good old time, good old date night.
It was a fun, very fun, spontaneous. Oh.
We could take our mask off. There's nobody around here. We're outside.
Whatever that was.
Oh,
My way.
well.
It was very fun. It was a very, 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 very enlightened. No, it was just a good old time with you, and I enjoyed the movie, the food. It was perfect.
That movie was a good movie. The movie Nobody. There's no spoiler alerts here. We're not gonna do any spoilers. All I could say is I highly, highly recommend it.
Yeah, I recommend it as well. Go watch it.
I don't like Pho Kim Long. Oh, they got a Pho Kim Long here.
Yeah.
That's cool. This is
I
a
wonder
new
if
restaurant.
It's the same. It has to be the same.
Yeah, it's the same as the one in Chinatown.
Yeah.
This used to be I Love Burgers.
Yep.
So yeah, this was a good movie.
Great
Nobody,
movie.
you definitely want to go watch it. It's with Bob Odenkirk. He used to do stand-up. Did you know that?
The main character, the
Yeah.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah, he was a stand-up.
Oh no, I didn't know.
Yeah, back in the day, he was a stand-up comic, and now he's a great action hero comic. I mean, actor.
Comic.
He was great.
It was great.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Usually we do a movie review, but we tell you if we're gonna spoil stuff. We're not gonna spoil anything. All I'm gonna say is that you gotta watch this movie.
If you like action and drama, you're gonna like it.
Yeah, you like John Wick?
Oh, there you go.
This is a good one. This is a good. I'm not even gonna say a replacement. No,
It's just
it's just something similar.
similar. Like you know, when you go to Netflix and you watch
Genre.
a movie and then you go to suggested other similar movies, it's like that. We're recommending a movie.
The
that's
Correas recommend. Notice I said Correas, not Koreas.
similar. Correa.
The Correas recommend
Correa.
the movie Nobody. Great movie.
Nobody, baby.
With the man himself, Better Call Saul, from Breaking Bad. You know, when I first saw him on Breaking Bad, I didn't like him.
No, his character.
I didn't like his character. I'm like, fuck this guy. He's a slime ball. But then it's like, he starts growing on you, you know?
Well, he ends up being like not your typical lawyer.
Yeah. The guy that looks out for you. He knows his way
he's
around the law.
underground. Yeah, he looks out for the criminals.
The criminals. Yeah, it was fun and it was a cool experience. I'll tell you before we wrap this up. We're wrapping it up actually. But here, I'll close the door, make sure we turn on the car, adjust your seat, adjust your mirrors. Oh, the soundtrack. The soundtrack is great.
Oh, you Shazam like 3 times or 4. Well,
Whenever we watch a movie and then I find like if I'm like, oh shit, I'm jamming with this shit right here.
no, they did have good songs.
You know what I do for the listeners? I don't want to disturb the people in the movie theater, so I make sure that I turn my screen all the way down, like super low, and then I Shazam the songs, and I take screenshots.
Yeah.
Because I want to listen to the song later.
Yeah.
You caught me doing it what?
Like 3, 4 times.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
It was good songs they were playing throughout.
Good soundtrack. Good soundtrack. Definitely a good soundtrack.
Are you gonna address Mark Norman Part 2?
Mark Norman Part 2.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Mark Norman Part 2.
Was that his name? No, I mean, sorry, Norman Macdonald.
Oh.
Part 2. Norman Macdonald.
Norman? You call him Norman Macdonald? Norman? I mean, yeah, it's Norman. You mean Norm Macdonald? Norman Macdonald? Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Norman Macdonald, yeah.
Who's that, Joey from Blossom?
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Norman Macdonald Part 2. Yes. For the new listeners that haven't heard this story before, Lizzie and I, when we went to watch the movie The Joker,
Scarface.
Scarface, yeah. About a year and a half ago, a little over that. Yeah, around a year and a half ago when the movie Joker came out. We went to watch it at the Palms Casino, at the theater there, and there was this guy really laughing loud at the punch, like not just the punchlines, but the setups, and just acting a little strange. And I'm like, whenever I see that, you know me, I start looking around. I keep my eye on them, and throughout the whole movie, we're like, this guy's acting a little crazy. And then towards the end of the movie, or at the end of the movie, we look over, and you're like, is that? And you didn't have to finish it. And I'm like, no, you didn't even say who you thought it was.
I would have got it wrong, just like I didn't know. That's why you're like,
you would have said Norman Macdonald. So without you even saying Norman Macdonald, I looked it up, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Norm Macdonald, and he was the one acting all weird. Mm-hmm. So we get out of the theater room, we go to the hallway, and we wait for him, and we approach him. We ask him if he's Norm Macdonald, and he says yes. Do you want a picture? And he's super nice. He's a great guy. But he was the guy freaking me out throughout the whole movie. All right.
There's a similar guy who was acting
tonight,
just like him.
Yeah, at the movie.
Laughing.
Who did not look like Norman Macdonald.
No.
That should
he
be
was by himself.
That should be the name of the episode. Norman Macdonald.
He wasn't Norman Macdonald.
Norman Macdonald.
Part 2.
That's kind of hard to pronounce. I think that's why he went with Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
Norman Macdonald.
Who has the name Norman?
Because you have to say Normand, finish with a D, and then start over with a M, and then close your lips. Macdonald. Normand Macdonald.
Yeah.
Normand
it's
Macdonald.
Very easy flowing.
Yeah. Norm Macdonald sounds perfect. Normand Macdonald does not. All right. Want to start? Should we bounce?
Yeah. Well, we saw a mini.
Well,
Norman Macdonald.
we could drive.
Norman Macdonald. He wasn't.
Norman Macdonald.
He was suspect, but he was.
Well, hold on. Don't speed ahead.
I just.
So, we started watching the movie, and there was this guy in front of us that, like, he's just sitting in the handicap seat, and then he starts like getting really excited. He gets really excited in the action scenes.
We're not watching a comedy movie. We're watching an action movie.
Just a straight up action movie. Well, The Joker was not really a comedy movie.
True, but he was getting excited, and during
he started cheering the actors.
He was cheering, clapping them. Yeah, he was egging them on. Yeah, like
he's egging them on. He's egging them on. He's like instigating shit. He's instigating violence in the movie.
No, egging on is not negative always.
Yeah, egging them on means like you're instigating something.
Egging on is like you're adding on.
Yeah.
It's not always bad.
Egging them
It's just adding on to the momentum. So it could be good momentum or bad. You're egging on.
But egging them on means you're influencing what's happening. It's a movie. It's already written. You can't egg them on.
Just because the influence is...
You're cheering them, I guess. You could cheer for a team, but you're not really going to influence them.
Well, influence could be good or bad.
Can you imagine you're watching a football game, the Super Bowl on TV, and you're like, yeah, stop egging them on.
No, you want to egg them on.
You want to egg them on?
We have to look up the definition of egg on.
Egging them on is like instigating, like
so
for example.
Instigating is bad though, and so I thought.
So
the bad.
Let's bring it back to the Tino kick. The reason Tino had to kick Red Zone is because he was egging him on. He kept making fun of him, and then he started making fun of his mother. So then Red Zone said, "Fuck it, you keep talking about my mother," and next thing you know, he gets kicked in the chest.
Right.
That's egging him on.
So, but can it be used in a positive way? Like, he was egging me on to do 10 more push-ups?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess your personal trainer could be egging you on. Well, yeah, egging you on to
vocabulary or the I don't know.
Yo, like you're at the gym
he
and
was egging me on to do 10 push-ups. I hate my trainer.
You're at the gym and your trainer's like, "Come on, one more. Stop egging me on, dude."
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just maybe a negative.
But you can egg on a movie. If you're watching a movie, you can't egg on. Anyway, let's go back to the principal. The principal? Oh, where are you on?
Home.
Oh, you could have just taken Sunset. You should have went. Oh, wait, don't give away where we live, babe. Jesus, I meant to say Warren Springs. Warren Springs, yeah, Warren Springs. We live on Warren Springs and Eastern. That's where we live. Anyway, so there's this guy in front of us on the bottom row, and he's just like egging him on, right? Get it?
Yes.
Egging him on?
Yes,
all right.
yes,
Thanks. Thanks for the reaction.
Oh, wow.
That was awesome.
Hello. You always say that when I don't laugh.
Well, yeah, I just brought it. It was a callback to your comment. And
sorry that I don't laugh when you want me to laugh.
I think you're just... No, it's Jesus. Now I feel terrible.
Oh, my God.
Just concentrate on the cones over here.
Oh, yeah.
There's construction going on. I think that's why Lizzie's distracted.
Yeah, there's a lot of cones going on.
All right, let's bring it home. So the guy, he's like, when the soundtrack, the amazing soundtrack is going off, the guy starts beating on his knee.
Oh, that was so funny.
It was funny, but it was like kind of like worrying me. So I'm like, yeah, I was like, my eye was on him. Like, I had one eye on the movie and one eye on this guy the whole time, because this guy was like beating to the drums, but off beat. He wasn't even on beat. I'm like, is he doing congas? Is he doing like percussion? Because you know how percussion sometimes is off beat.
He was
but like,
so offbeat. He wasn't totally offbeat, but he was
just like
a musician.
Yeah, he definitely does not know music. He's never played a music instrument in his life. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. Then next thing you know, he starts. Oh, you got a green light.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was confused.
I know this construction zone is weird.
Yeah, and what made me laugh, and it's funny that you noticed that. I'm like, yeah, I was gonna ask you if we're gonna notice that he was not a true musician, because he was going off beat.
He was off beat.
And what annoyed me was he was going too loud. Like, he was slapping his like too loud. Like, okay, you can enjoy it and get in the vibe of the movie. I'm okay with that. But when you're now interrupting and distracting me, and now I'm focusing on your...
Now we're focusing on your offbeat, dude.
Yeah, now is when you cross the line in my book.
For anybody... Oh, no, keep going straight.
Oh, I usually cross here.
Oh, you can go here? No. No, it's too much construction. Let's avoid this. Don't say the name of the street. Just keep going straight. The Raider Stadium looks so beautiful, by the way.
Wow, there's a lot of construction here.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of... We're on the super east side of the Raiders Stadium. We're so far away from...
We're just somewhere in Vegas.
We're somewhere in Vegas. That's all we're going to say.
Construction. That's all you got to worry about.
We're very far away from town center now. We gave some landmarks. Let's see if we can throw them off.
There you go.
Anybody has ever seen the movie The Jerk with Steve Martin? In the beginning of the movie where Steve Martin's trying to keep the beat. And then he just...
We should watch that movie again.
Oh, it's such a great movie. And then he just can't keep the beat. Not to be racist towards this guy at the movie theater, but because he's white, he can't keep the beat.
Yeah, okay.
That's the whole point, the joke of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how this guy was.
He reminded me of them.
Yeah, that's how this guy was.
Exactly. That's a good example.
So then he starts reaching into his shirt, and then he pulls out a receipt. He looks at it. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So I'm getting a little worried, like, I hope this guy doesn't like go crazy and just, I'm getting scared. I'm like,
and he spilled his drink on twice.
Yeah, well, I don't even want to say the thing, but I obviously state the obvious. I'm thinking, I need to be ready. If this guy pulls out something, I need to jump on him. I'm going to be the first responder, First to go, whatever. Fuck it. I'm not going to let this guy fucking, you get scared. You're in a movie theater. The pandemic has happened. You see a weird guy fucking beating to his knee off beat. You want to do something, You want to be ready. I don't know. I said too much already.
I agree that ever since that one
paranoid
incident that occurred, I'm always on edge at the theater.
What
it's
incident?
sad.
Norman Macdonald?
No.
Oh.
The incident, I forget exactly.
Colorado?
What state it happened? Was it Colorado? Oh my god!
What, the Batman movie?
Just so sad. Wait, was it Batman? I don't even know.
Yeah, it was the Dark Knight.
But it was okay. Now, yeah, you're right. Yeah, where they were just going.
Why do you think I was freaked out with Norman Macdonald? Because it was the movie The Joker, and then Joker was in the Dark Knight. So this is it all ties together,
Yeah.
It was in Aurora, Colorado.
I agree with having that kind of feeling. I'm always on guard ever since that. So when we observe certain people and they act,
I'm always alert. I'm always trying to be alert.
You're just you never know.
Like Uncle Joey says, you always gotta be alert, aware of your surroundings. Always, always, always. You really do. I try my best, and I always get scared. It's crossed my mind that, like, the moment you think nothing's gonna happen, that's when shit happens, and that's why maybe like it's I'm just being what do you call it? What's that word? When you're not religious, but when you're
spiritual.
No. When you're when you like to bet.
Bet?
When you like to bet and you're very god damn it.
I don't.
When you like to bet and you're not religious. Superstitious. Yes. Very superstitious.
I just guessed.
Yeah, there you go. Superstitious. Maybe it's superstition. That I feel like the moment I'm not alert is the moment shit is gonna happen one day. That's what scares me. So I'm always alert. I'm always worrying. It's just like this anxiety thing I have,
Yeah.
And let's bring up another time I got anxiety and very worried about a person. Remember when we went to watch Star Wars, the first of the new trilogy?
Yes.
We were at Town Center.
Yeah.
The big room, the big showroom.
That one was a little scarier.
That was a little scarier.
That was.
So let's set the stage. Let's set the environment. It was a big full room. The beginning of the very first showing of Star Wars. At least at Town Center, we bought tickets. We show up, and then there's this old looking man that looked like Paul McCartney. Like an old guy by himself, kind of look homeless, like the guy today.
Yeah.
Kind of look homeless,
He did
and he
kinda
has a
look
backpack, and then he's searching all through his backpack, and
That
it's a room full of people.
Yeah, that was the shit or suspect thing, was that
Yeah.
he was rummaging, not through in small backpack. No, it was like
It was a big backpack.
It was a big backpack.
It was like a hiker backpack.
A black backpack, and I'm like, what is he looking in there? And
Like the people that go out hiking, and they're like long,
yeah,
deep.
yeah.
What the fuck are you looking for, dude? And it's a room full of people. We're in the back row. We're in the very back row at the top of this auditorium.
It's a good spot for a shooter.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because he could get all the people right
From the back behind their heads. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
he behind
God,
him.
that's scary. I don't even want to say that. I'll edit that.
Well, no, it's just no. It's sad, but it's just our reality because of what we've gone through. Or not gone through, just now of what we've known people gone through. And now we're just on that
Yeah, and I
level of
think it was around the time when the Amy Schumer movie Trainwreck, there was a shooting in the movie theater around that time also. So it was like you go through all this shit and it scares you.
It was fresh too.
It was fresh. So I get up, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna let someone know that this just looks a little weird, because you know how they tell you in the theater, you get the commercial, if you see something,
say something.
yeah. So I'm like, you know what, bro,
I'm gonna say something
I'm gonna say something.
because I saw something.
Yeah, I saw something, so I'm gonna say something. And I went to go tell the theater attendant in the hallway, and I let him know, hey, this looks a little suspicious. I don't know what's going on. You know, it's a big backpack.
To see what's going on.
This-
Get some eyeballs on the situation.
Yeah, this guy looks like he's at Yellowstone with that backpack hiking. I don't know. This is not the appropriate place. This is not a place to set up a tent. It looks like he has a tent in there. So the tenant comes out, but I tell the tenant, hey, just make sure, here, let me go first. So, you know, I don't want to be obvious that it was me. And he's like, oh, it's cool, man, don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything. So he lets me go back up there first. I go sit by you and I pretend like I'm stretching, standing up, and then I sit back down like nothing happened. I just went down there to take a leak. And then the tenant comes back up, and then he goes over to Paul McCartney, and he's like, you know, we could just see in the corner of our eye, we're trying to look straight forward. The trailers haven't started yet.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. We're so innocent.
We're like looking in the corner of our eye. Oh shit, it's going down. And I'm already looking at the exit. If if this guy gets up and he starts shooting the place, we know where to go. So the attendant tells him, we need to look through your backpack. He opens up the backpack. The attendant starts going through, rummaging through it, and we're like, all right, I think he's done. The tenant walks back down the aisle, and remember how he said he wasn't gonna say anything, like he's not gonna say who it was?
I know.
He comes straight to me.
Oh my God, he's such an idiot.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
no, I don't mean to say he's
No,
an
he
idiot.
is an idiot.
Well, he is, but
He comes straight to me.
How
He just snitched me out for snitching out.
what goes through your mind? It just, you know, I don't know what went through his mind. And don't you know that that's gonna clearly point out?
Yeah.
After you just got done talking to the person that you told him, hey, I need to check yourself. Oh, now let me go to another random person.
Let me go back to the snitch.
Everything is okay, sir.
Yeah, he comes back to me and he's like, oh, everything's okay. She doesn't have anything in her bag. I'm like,
Like, what the hell are you talking about?
What do you mean she? Oh yeah, it's a woman.
Oh yeah, that was a guy.
Oh my God. The woman looked like Paul McCartney.
Whoever.
It was a woman the whole time, an old lady. I felt horrible. I was like, what is this old lady carrying this old fucking backpack?
And it did not look like a lady.
She looked like Paul McCartney, dude.
Dude?
What am I, Crystalia, dude? Come on, dude. Yeah, it was a woman that looked like Paul McCartney, and I thought she was a theater shooter.
But it was good that obviously she didn't have anything, and
She got checked, bro.
she got checked, and
Sometimes you got to get checked.
we felt better. We enjoyed the movie.
We did enjoy the movie.
Can you imagine if this person did have something and we didn't say anything, and then we would have to
Sometimes,
God forbid.
yeah.
So
Sometimes you gotta thank the snitch, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just live in these times that you have to. You can't.
You see something, you say something, bro.
Yeah. Nowadays, sadly,
I will snitch you
cannot
out.
Just let that bypass. You have to keep your eye out.
I'm not the kind of person that will share your screenshot. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in telling people's secrets out in the air. But I do believe in snitching people out when they do something wrong in public. That if you do that, I'm your snitch, bro. I'll be your huckleberry. I will snitch you out, bitch.
Oh.
Whoa.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Whoa. I want to.
Cause I ain't no bitch. I will snitch you out.
I will snitch bitches. Whoa. I don't know what that means.
I will bitch snitches. And okay.
Oh, I like that.
So coming back to this guy in front of us though, Norman Macdonald, he kept dropping his can.
Yeah, he was sloppy, and he was sleepy and sloppy.
Hold on, he was all energetic in the beginning of the first not even half of the movie, like 1/3 of the movie. He was super energetic, playing off beat, slamming the fucking cymbals on his knees, and you know, he keeps dropping his can of beer, his tall can. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh, this guy he's just trying to find a spot to like crash for a little bit, you know?
Oh yeah, you said he might be homeless.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden he just shut down. His chin went down, eyes are down. He just shut down, like his brain just shut down.
Yeah.
And then he kept trying to wake up, like whenever there was gunshots in the movie, he would like wake up, and then boom, his head would go back down.
He was like trying to stay awake.
Yeah, poor guy. Good thing I didn't snitch him out.
Yeah.
But I was ready to punch him. I was ready to jump on him, like, fuck you, motherfucker.
No, yeah, I thought he was gonna be loud throughout the whole movie and just be obnoxious.
He came in hot. I'm not gonna lie, he came in hot.
Yeah.
And he went down quick. But that was our experience.
That's our experience. What do you rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 5 or 10?
Because of Norman Macdonald, it made it even better. It made it more intense. If it was just a movie, I would give it. I'll do this with no spoilers. Again, no spoilers. This is not a spoiler podcast. I give this movie. I might be exaggerating. All right.
Wait, are you including him in the?
No, without Norman.
Just the movie.
Without Norman Macdonald. Just the movie itself, on action and storytelling, acting, because we've seen some really shitty acting lately. I'm gonna give it an 8 without Norman.
That's good. I was gonna say 7 or 8.
Yeah, not bad.
I'll say 7.
All right, cool.
7.5.
7.5
Final answer.
with Norman Macdonald in the front.
Freddy is yawning. That means he has to take a shot. Just kidding.
With Norman Macdonald in the front, it could have ruined the movie. But I'm not gonna lie, he made it better. He made me like, I kept looking at him, I kept looking at the fucking subtitles. Spoiler alert, there's some parts with subtitles, and I'm like, god damn it, I'm missing the subtitles. But yeah, Mr. Norman Macdonald made it a little better, and made me feel more on edge. So I'm gonna raise it up to a 9.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Oh, and then when he took off his shoe,
Oh, he took off his shoe. Yeah, he took off his
I was like, is he a shoe bomber? I started thinking, oh wait, we're not in an airplane, you know?
Oh, baby, you thought that. All these things you were thinking.
Yeah.
You're just all.
I was
all
everywhere.
Of these cases.
I was everywhere.
That could happen, and you're like, I'm gonna be ready for anything that
I was
comes.
everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. I was ready to go. Anyway,
Well,
so
thank you
with
for this
the
episode. Thank you for
wait,
this.
wait. With the Norman Macdonald, did it raise the movie or lower it for you? You say you give it a 7.5.
I say...
It didn't bother you.
It
You were
didn't
just
bother
like...
me. I think...
You were just like snoozing like him.
I was snoozing?
Well, you're not snoozing, but you're just coasting.
I'm just
I don't know what I'm saying.
coasting?
I don't know.
I'll keep my score.
Yeah, 7.5. Did you see him after the movie? I followed him. That's why when you went to the restroom, I told you I was going to wait outside.
Oh, and then he went to the restroom.
He went to the restroom, so I followed him just to see what he was all about. And yeah, the poor guy.
How do you see what do you have? Oh, I just saw so funny. I went to a restroom to find out somebody, to see what they're all about.
I went to investigate.
In a restroom.
Yeah, no, I followed him in, and yeah, poor guy. He's
analyzed his pee.
Down. No, well, he's down on his luck. He's low on sodium. No, yeah, poor guy. You know, if I was a homeless dude and I was asking for money, I would definitely be going to a movie theater. That would be my thing. I wouldn't be freaking people out, maybe. Or maybe I would.
For an adult price, let's say, because he paid probably the adult price, which is $11.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine how many meals off the dollar menu you could buy? That's like 2 weeks worth of meals for him.
Yeah, but
wait, no, wait. That's
panhandlers, they make some money, bro.
Yeah, it's not 2 weeks. You know, I'm not even.
All you have to do is go in the morning. If you think about it, all you have to do is go buy a movie and matinee around 3 o'clock, and then just keep skipping in, moving from room to room.
Yeah, you're right.
You're good to go.
You're right. You're so right.
I would just not sit in the front, like in front of everybody, and just start banging the drums on my knees.
Yeah, and make it so obvious, like, hey, stare at me, everyone.
Yeah.
Unless you like the attention.
He was a good guy, though. Good guy. Norman Macdonald. What a good guy.
Well, go watch the movie.
I should have took a picture with him, too.
Yeah. Watch it. We recommend it, right?
Yeah. Good movie. Stay away from jobs that give you big orientations with a lot of people. Call back.
Call back. Be alert.
Be alert.
If you see something, say something.
If you see something, say something.
Yeah.
Should that be the name of the episode?
Yeah. If you see something,
say something. And then on the description, Norman Macdonald.
Part 2.
Part 2. All right. Lissy and Freddy Correa.
Out and about.
Yeah!